I've just gotten word that Israel's prime minister has instructed the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, to begin ground operations in Gaza. This obviously not a huge surprise. This has been talked about, anticipated for several days as a bombing campaign, as rockets being fired by Hamas militants into Israel, as well as Israeli forces firing into targets throughout Gaza City and throughout Gaza. Christian Amanpour is also joining us again from London. Obviously, Christian, this is a major development for the region, and obviously an extraordinarily dangerous development. Ground operations in Gaza by Israeli Defense Forces, very, very tricky in the kind of close quarters that you find in Gaza City.
Well, Anderson, this is potentially, just incredible to behold, because this is now the third time in about 6 or so years, or maybe more, that there have been these incursions, either by air and by ground, into Gaza. And each and every one of them has ended up with an unconscionable number of people being killed, and then a ceasefire or some kind of cessation of hostilities that never actually ends the fundamental crisis, and therefore keeps leading to further crises. And now, with the world's attention going to be focused on this plane, this is the time when everybody has to be paying attention also to that conflict and trying their best to mediate some kind of cessation as soon as possible. We've heard from the IDF, we've heard from Israeli spokespeople that they have all sorts of plans, possibly, that they may implement now as a ground offensive, including, if the government says it has to do this, the military has said, if we want to really root out what we call terrorists, this is not a weeks or 1 month operation. This is a many month operation that involves also practically taking control of the Gaza Strip again. Yeah. So everybody has to understand what this in fact does mean.